Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to PLUS Model Radio, the number one podcast for plus-size women. I'm your host, Chenese, coming to you live from Los Angeles. Today is Monday, March 26, 2012. So today, 6 billboards and 10 bus shelter ads went up in Atlanta, Georgia, and will stay up through May 20th in a grassroots response to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Strong for Life campaign. And if you aren't familiar with the Strong for Life campaign that went up, it was to bring awareness about childhood obesity in the area, but in my opinion, it was really extreme and in poor taste, almost comical. So in a grassroots initiative started by some people that I'm going to bring on the show next week, they raised money to bring these billboards and bus shelter ads to life, and they created Support All Kids campaign, and I was one of the people included in the Support All Kids campaign to bring awareness to stop weight bullying and to promote health at every size. So if you live in Atlanta, look out for my ad. If you see it, take a pic and send it to me. Maybe by next week I'll have the exact location of where my ad is in the city. But for more information about this project, visit supportallkids.com. I'm hosting Curves Rock Fashion Weekend, July 27th through the 29th in Baltimore, Maryland, and the venue has been announced. It's going to be at the Hilton Baltimore BWI Airport Hotel, and tickets are on sale now. For more information about that event, visit curvesrockweekend.com, and I hope to see you there. And PLUS Model Radio is a proud sponsor of the Fuller Woman Expo, which will be September 21st through the 23rd in Detroit. For more information, visit thefullerwomanexpo.com. Now, tonight's guest includes co-creator of New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week, Paula Michelle, PLUS model Tess Munster, but up first is Nicole Clark. Nicole Clark is from Huntsville, Alabama, and has come a long way from her days of being shuffled around from state to state, having been a product of a military family. Today, Nicole has officially launched the brand Wole on November 16, 2011. This brand represents the poised, professional, and dynamic. It tells the story and the styling of every single garment and is tailor-made for the chic, elegant, and sophisticated, curvy, and voluptuous modern woman. Nicole says, not only do I strive to create innovative and fashion-forward pieces, but I personally make sure that they are timeless, can easily be mixed and matched, and never lose their flavor from season to season. So let's welcome Nicole to the show. Hi, Nicole. Nicole, are you there? Okay, so we're having some technical issues. Nicole, if you're there, I see you online, but I can't hear you. So you might need to hang up and call back. So she just hung up, and hopefully she'll call right back. And coming up later on the show, as I said, is Paula Michelle, co-creator of New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week, an event coming up next weekend, and also PLUS model Tess Munster. But let's see if we can get Nicole Clark on the line. So we're just going to wait a few minutes for her to call back, and maybe if she doesn't get on the line soon, we'll go into the next caller. Okay, so I don't know if she's having a problem, so let's do the interviews in the reverse order. So I'm going to go straight into Tess. No, Tess isn't on the line either, so just bear with me, folks. Maybe we're having problems with people calling in. Let me double-check my email to make sure nobody's having technical issues. And Nicole is saying, okay, you calling in from a different number, Nicole. I see you. Hi, Nicole.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So I'm glad we were able to get you online.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Tell me, how did you get started in the fashion industry?
Well, I started in middle school, and I really didn't know that I was doing fashion at the time. I started then. I couldn't quite figure out why the smaller girls were able to wear cute and fashionable clothing, and then when I would go shopping with my mom, the sections I was going in, they weren't cute and fashionable. And so when I would ask my friends, you know, where do you all get this stuff, I would go to where they went, and nothing fit me, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't find clothes that fit me that were fashionable. I just didn't get it, so I decided to start making them, and so that's when it was birthed.
So your clothing line is fairly new. Like I said in your intro, you launched the brand November of 2011, so you've just been in existence for a couple of months. Have you had any obstacles getting your clothing line off the ground? Or are you still facing obstacles right now?
Well, yeah, you know, I've definitely had some obstacles as far as getting the line up off the ground. It is a 100% full-time job. So it took me a while when I first decided in my mind that, okay, I'm really going to do this. Because working 40 hours a week, I was in the real estate industry, and so it was really hard to kind of come home after I worked all day and then now refocus on making patterns and getting fabric together and, you know, trying to make it to the stores before they closed. And, you know, so it really took it took about 2 years from the time that I actually put it into movement to launch. And what happened was that, you know, my job had downsized. And so after that gave me the time that I needed to go ahead and prepare. And 30 days later is when I launched my clothing line.
Wow. Now, your clothing line has a very original name. Where did that come from?
Well, it comes from the first letter of my mother's name, which is Wanda, and then OLE is the last 3 letters of my name. And so when I kind of started telling people about it, I said, what do you think about Wole? What do you think about Wole? They're like, I like it. It's original. It's something that you won't forget. It doesn't sound like Donna Karan or Michael Kors or, you know, the other fashion. It's something that kind of sticks out and it's different. And so
yeah, I thought it was like a Swahili name or something that meant something.
But you know what? I did find out through a friend of mine that in Nigerian it means to enter. So,
it was a coincidence that it means something.
Exactly. It wasn't planned. It just so happened that it did come out to mean something.
Now, before starting your clothing line, like now that you are promoting your clothing line, you're learning about plus size fashion shows and events in the plus size community, but before you had this line to promote, were you aware of the plus size community?
Not like I am today. I mean, I knew about Plus Model magazine. I knew about some of the bloggers. I knew that there were women out there in my particular situation that had a hard time finding clothes that fit and flatter them. So I knew that there was a need. Now, as far as the community and as far as much love that I've been getting ever since my line has been out and I've just been embraced, I'm just thinking, wow, you know, this is really a community, you know, where everybody knows everybody talks about everything, it's loving, you know, people are willing to try something new, and they're waiting to support people that cater specifically to them.
So
it's very refreshing.
Plus-size women are craving fashion so bad that it was easy for you to get a lot of love.
Well, yeah, they were just looking for something different. They were looking for options,
right.
Because straight-size women, they have options from top to bottom. They could stop off on the side of the street somewhere and pick up a bathing suit and keep moving.
Right.
But for larger-size women or curvier women, it's not that simple. It's just not. And so, instead of having this issue and just trying to make clothing for myself, I said, you know what, I'm going to start a line where people can have an option to purchase something online that caters to their curves, that fits and flatters them.
So let's talk about the particulars of your clothing line. What types of clothing do you design?
Well, the type of clothing I design, I like for it to be classic. I like for it to be mixed and matched from season to season so that it doesn't ever go out of style. I like to have your closet staples. I love earth tone colors because I feel like they match with everything. I like the knee-length pieces like the pencil skirts or, the ruffles. I love the soft feel. I love the old school 1940s, 1950s era. I just love that classic piece that you can take out of your closet. You can wear it to work. You can change the accessories, and then you can go out that night.
So
I just want it to be effortless.
Is your line more casual, business casual, or is it more dressy?
Well, I think I have a little bit of everything, and I have some casual pieces. I have some dressy pieces in there if you're going out for an evening or for a date. I have some pieces in there that you can wear business. So it just kind of depends on, what particular item you're looking for at the time.
So what is the size range and the price point of your clothing?
Well, the size ranges, they start from sizes 12 and they go up to size 24. And I'm looking to expand that, in the next launch, which will be fall, winter. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking to expand those sizes. And I'm sorry, what was your other question?
The price range.
Oh, the price point, they range anywhere between $40 for just the basic shirt, and it goes all the way up to maybe $140 if you want a coat.
Okay, so reasonable prices.
Oh, yeah, definitely reasonably priced.
So what sets your clothing line apart from others, you think?
I think what sets my clothing line apart is, once again, you can mix and match these pieces. I know that some pieces, a lot of times when clothing lines launch, everything is always different. They want you to continue to purchase from their line, so they always make everything so different. Mm-hmm. Well, here, you can take last season's skirt and mix it with this season's shirt, and it's still going to go together. So I'm not scared to make things that go with things from previous seasons. Because not everyone has, the financial ability to purchase, a different outfit, a complete outfit every time they go online. Sometimes you just want to purchase pieces that add to what you already have, and I want to give that customer that option.
So that's a good way to build your wardrobe, by mixing and matching.
Exactly, and so that's kind of where I'm coming from, just making sure that, hey, today you may not want an entire piece, but you have something somewhere that you need to go. Let me go and grab a shirt. Let me go. So you'll keep continuing to come back instead of, oh, wow, in order, I don't have anything in my closet that goes with this. I'm going to have to spend $120 to get a whole new outfit,
right,
so I can wear somewhere. Sometimes you just, to be honest, you just don't have it, and so just to grab a shirt or something and know that it already fits with your wardrobe that you have in your closet, that's a weight off of your shoulders.
So how can someone apply to be a model for your clothing line? Are you ever looking for models for photo shoots or fashion shows?
Oh, absolutely. I'm always looking. I'm always, have my eyes open for, someone that would be a showstopper, either for a photo spread or on the runway. You can email me directly at contactus@woledesigns.com. You can go through our business page, our fan page, Wole LLC, and you can leave an inbox message in there, and one of our representatives will assist you. So those are just two ways that you can contact me. I'm always looking. Feel free to forward any pictures that you may have or any links to your work, and, we'll make sure we'll definitely take a look at it and get back with you.
Now, are you looking for models that are local to your area? Where are you located again?
Well, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
And I'm looking for models, wherever they are, wherever, if you're here, if you can get here. I mean, I've even offered, some models to fly them in if they have the look that I'm looking for, or hotel stay, So if I feel like we definitely can have a connection and we can work together and you have the look that I'm looking for, absolutely. I'll take you anywhere in the United States.
All right. Well, I know you're going to get a lot of emails. So do you have anything coming up that we can be on the lookout for with your clothing line?
Yes. Actually, I'm in the process of launching my spring and summer collection, and so that is going to take place within the next 2 weeks. So probably about 3 weeks or so, I'll start putting up the lookbook. I'll start advertising the spring line and, getting people involved. So you can look out for that. By April 15th, somewhere around there, I should have everything up for spring and summer on my website, and you can start your purchasing then.
Well, awesome. Now tell us your official website to purchase clothing and to keep up with what you have going on.
Well, you can go to www.wole, and right now we have a few pieces left at 60% off for fall and winter. And then the next time you see the website, it will have everything else for spring and summer.
And are you also on Facebook and Twitter?
Yes, I am on Facebook at Wole LLC and Twitter at Wole Designs.
Well, awesome. Well, congratulations on the launch of your clothing line, and I'm wishing you much success. You've already started off strong with your marketing, and you've been doing a great job.
Oh, thanks. I really do appreciate that.
So I look forward to seeing you grow, and I'll definitely be purchasing some of your clothes soon.
Okay, well, I look forward to that, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
All right, enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too, and thanks for having me on tonight.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And next up on the show is Tess Munster. Tess is a plus-size model, makeup artist, hairstylist, and blogger based in L.A. who turned her hobbies into a successful career. Within months of moving to L.A., Tess became a professional full-time model and was a finalist for Torrid's House of Dreams model search and the face of the new A&E TV show called Heavy. She has appeared in a nationwide print ad for Heavy that was featured in People magazine, NY magazine, and numerous other publications, as well as billboards across the country. Tess currently models for Pinup Girl Clothing, Domino Dollhouse, Sealed with a Kiss, Black Cat Bikinis, Tattooed Zombie Accessories, Evil Pawn Jewelry, CTA Couture, 222 Clothing, and Vintage Box 1947, among others. Tess has also been featured in Ink Magazine, Ink Girls, PLUS Model Magazine, and many others. Let's welcome Tess to the show.
Hello.
Hi, Tess. How are you?
I'm overwhelmed after hearing all that.
Well, hey, you got a lot going on, girl. That's good.
Oh, how are you?
I'm good. So
Good.
I read that growing up you were bullied. So how did that affect your self-esteem growing up?
Well, I didn't have any self-esteem growing up really at all. I really tried to fit into what everyone else looked like around me. They were, mostly, I grew up down south, so everybody kind of looked a certain way. Everyone was tan, and I couldn't tan because I'm so fair. So I was always the short, kind of chubby, pale kid who, I kind of just lived in my own world. So it was really hard for me. My mom always encouraged me to be myself, but even having that encouragement, being a young kid and having people shove you into lockers and the school administration not doing anything.
Wow, shoving you into lockers. That's
well,
like serious
I couldn't
bullying.
exactly fit, honey, but they tried.
Wow.
They were really mean to me, and we went to the school administration in my hometown in Mississippi, and they wouldn't do anything. So my mom decided when I was 17, my junior year, to take me out of school, and so I got my GED.
Really? I had no clue. So how did you go from being bullied with no self-esteem from wanting to move to L.A. to be a model?
Well, I had never really liked where I grew up, obviously, for those reasons and just kind of other reasons. So I decided when I was 17, I packed my bags and I moved to Seattle, Washington. I had visited during the summertime and I thought it was magical. And then I moved there in October and I was like, well, it's not exactly as amazing as I thought. But I was there for about 3 years, and then I met my former boyfriend, and he brought me to L.A. So, and then my modeling, I wasn't really trying to pursue it. They found me online, and here I am.
So I know you were a finalist for the Torrid's House of Dreams model search. So you were modeling before you entered that model search?
Well, I did. I forgot about that. I submitted. One of my friends worked for Torrid in Seattle, and I would always go in there and try on clothes, and she used to always tell me, you should model for, Torrid, and I told her, they'll never even bat an eyelash at me. And she's like, do it. So when I moved to LA, I submitted an 8x10 and an application to them, and then I found out that they had chosen me as the House of Dreams, finalist around the same time that I was discovered online. It actually happened the same day.
Now, did you participate in Torrid's fashion show?
No, I was a finalist. I made the top 25, and then they made a cut from there. So I didn't make it to the final 6, but I think I did okay.
Yeah, that was great. And I know one of the things that you really fight hard for is modeling in the plus-size industry and being over a size 20.
Yes.
Because the plus industry doesn't really reflect the average plus-size woman. They're kind of smaller, on the smaller average side. So how do you find it hard modeling over a size 20 and modeling and doing nice things, not fetish things? But do you find it hard to try and be mainstream?
I'm glad you said that. Yeah, there definitely is. There's a huge difference in, like you said, in doing like the fetish when you get past a certain size. So I really try and stay away from that because, I mean, it's all for some people, but for me, I want to kind of go a different direction. And really, I had always wanted to model, clothing. So when I was contacted by Tracy Brocksterman of Domino Dollhouse to model her line, I fell in love because it was right up my alley, and it was something that was embraced for my size. So they contacted me because of my size, and, they embraced it. And I've had a lot of other communities such as SWAC or Pinup Girl Clothing that have contacted me knowing my size. So I've been fortunate that I haven't, had to deal with a lot of kind of rejection, but I definitely have had to reject some people due to kind of what direction I want to take my modeling.
Well, overall, in the plus-size community, do you find that there is size discrimination within the community itself?
Of course, and it really goes from, the smallest models who you would think wouldn't get it all the way up to my size. I mean, even today I was on PLUS Model Magazine's site, and they were attacking a model who's a size 14, saying that she was fat and disgusting, and of course,
really?
So I was looking at that, and I was like thinking, gosh, it happens to everybody, and unfortunately we all get it, and I think it's just as hurtful to my friends and my colleagues that are smaller models just like it is to me, because I feel like, certain people have in their minds what they think maybe a plus model should look like, and if it doesn't fit in that very small, parameter that a lot of people have, and to them, they just don't get it, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
And besides being a plus-size model, do you consider yourself an alternative model because of your tattoos and your look?
Well, I think I kind of do both. I mean, I kind of feel like I have one foot in each door. I did recently get rid of my trademark bangs, which was tough, and I'm changing.
Why did you get rid of them?
Well, because I feel like I've done a lot kind of with the look that I have. So actually one of my friends in our industry suggested, to me that perhaps I should try and expand a little bit. And so I'm actually embracing it. It was tough at first, but I want to try and do a little bit more, and I want to try and reach as many people as I can. So I feel like why put myself in a box? So if it's going to help by changing my look a little bit, then, I'm going to try it.
And you're in this month's issue of PLUS Model magazine. Now, on that photo shoot, you didn't have bangs. So was that the experience that made you want to switch up your look?
Yes, it was actually Miss Rhea Norman, who is a very well-known stylist and part of the PLUS Model magazine team. That was her vision. She came to me and she's like, Tess, I really want to change your look, and I want to show your fans and everybody, kind of a different side of you. And I was up for it, so that was her doing. And Alicia, the hairstylist, rocked it out. I don't know how she did it, but yeah, I really like how that turned out.
Now, also, besides modeling, you are a makeup artist and a hairstylist. Now, I knew about the makeup, but I didn't know about the hair. Tell us more about that.
I can rock out some hair. Well, I've always I've been doing makeup and hair ever since I was 13. My cousin hired me for her wedding. And I look back at pictures now, and I probably would have done it a little bit differently. But I've been doing that for a long time. I really love it, and I actually was pursuing that when I lived in Seattle. I worked on a lot of fashion shows and events for the American Cancer Society and the Red Dress Foundation as their lead stylist. So it's something that I loved, and I actually was going to pursue more when I moved to LA until I started modeling. So I actually have a shoot coming up this weekend where I'm going to be doing makeup and hair. So it's nice to kind of put that glove on.
Sometimes you work behind the scenes, too. You don't mind that.
I don't mind. No, I can share the spotlight, Shanice.
Well, that's awesome. So do you have anything coming up that we can be on the lookout for?
Well, currently I am going to be modeling for I'll eventually be modeling for Domino Dollhouse, but next month I'm hopefully going to be modeling for Pinup Girl Clothing. We're waiting on the samples to come in because they're going to be expanding their sizes. So hoping to start doing that next month, and I have a couple other companies that I'm looking into modeling with and launching my website. So I've been kind of working on all of that right now.
So right now you don't have an official website, so how do people keep up with what you have going on?
Girl, I'm everywhere. I'm on Twitter at Tess Munster, Tumblr, tessmunster.tumblr.com, Facebook, where I'm Tess Munster plus Model on Facebook. So those are the three ways to see what I'm up to right now.
Well, congratulations with all of your success. I'm excited with all you've been able to do and continue to break barriers in the industry.
Thank you. I'm sending you a hug across the way.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too, honey.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
And last but definitely not least on today's show is Paula Michelle. She is a visionary and CEO since 1998 of Nfinite Form, LLC, which brings attention, awareness, and acceptance to the full-size community. With the Nfinite Form models as her brand, Paula Michelle and the founders observed that many fashion weeks in New York, California, Georgia, Milan, and others, and realized that New Jersey needed to exhibit the same thing on a full-size scale and incorporate music to heighten the entire fashion experience. New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week is a catalyst in elevating society's view of fashion on the full-size woman, validating her grace, poise, and beauty on the runway. Paula Michelle's endeavors are made complete with three other founders, Patrice Lamb, Cheryl Fisher, and Bryant Lamb, who collectively are making New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week one of the hottest full-figured fashion events to attend. So let's welcome Paula Michelle to the show. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Chenese. How are you?
I'm good. So I'm so excited to talk to you and learn about your event. But before we talk about the event, let's talk about your company, because I was reading in the bio, you've done events for plus-size women before New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week that were very positive. So tell us some background about the company and other things you've done.
Well, basically, the company is named Nfinite Form, and basically what we do is center everything around the full-size community. We offer free mentoring, which a lot of people think is a little silly of us because we don't take any fee for it, but it's our passion, and we want women everywhere to feel uplifted and empowered, and this is one way that we do it so that they can feel good about themselves. A lot of people want to charge for that, and we feel that's our way of giving back, which goes in harmony with our motto of giving back, giving love, and being real, because we don't know how to be any other way. We also have a Step Up Youth Initiative program whereby we, will be going into the high schools, talking to the youth, because we're losing our youth. And if you're of a full size, you have the bullying issue that's, really prevalent in the high schools today. Mm-hmm. And we do a lot of things in terms of giving back to the community. We have our Refined Design clothing drives that we give annually, whereby we take clothing and, new or softly used clothing, we will redo it and then give it to the public for free.
Wow.
Yeah, so we do a lot of giving back because, we've been blessed and we like helping others. We're all about support. We're all about unity, and this is something that we thrive on.
Well, that is absolutely fabulous. Now, the event, the big event that's coming up is New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week. So tell me, how did you get the idea to start an event like this in New Jersey?
Well, we looked at the different fashion weeks. New Jersey Fashion Week had started about 3-4 years ago, and we're very fashion conscious, fashion forward, and we wanted to do something that would put the full-size woman on the map in a different light. Everyone, when they think of full-size women, we've been told, they're bold, they're brassy, they're loud, and we don't share that same sentiment. So when it comes to fashion, we always wondered, well, why don't we see ourselves in the high fashion couture like a Milan Fashion Week? Why don't we see our full-figured women on the runway in the beautiful gowns that you would see at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week? And so we wanted to do something that's going to elevate, or should I say put it on a different level, so that we can show society that we can grace the runway the same way and look just as elegant, just as beautiful, just as poised as the smaller size models that grace the runway. So we decided to do our own fashion week, just like all the others, and show what New Jersey has to offer.
Now, how is your event different from all other plus-size events around?
Well, being that I have a background in music, I'm a professional singer of over 21 years. Music has always been another one of my passions. I wanted to join the two. Music is good for the soul. It makes the heart happy. When you put it with fashion, that's a good marriage. So we wanted to be different and offer the patrons that come to the event something a little bit more so that they can wrap and embrace themselves around the whole total experience. So when you have music and you marry it with fashion, that makes for a very, very good marriage. And so that's why our events are themed where fashion meets music.
Right, and you have an excellent lineup of celebrity hosts and top musicians that are going to participate in this event. Let's go through some of the people that are scheduled to be in attendance.
Okay. I'm going to try to do all of this without running out of breath.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm going to run down the list. We have Grammy Award winner Melanie Fiona.
I love her.
R&B sensation Music Soul Child. I love him.
Yes.
We have the wonderful balladeer Eric Benet.
Ooh.
We have the hottest person on the charts right now, Miguel, who is actually going to be performing during our swimwear runway show. That's going to be very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the heartthrob Tank on the Friday evening after party.
Mm.
We have a series of hosts that are very popular in the mainstream today. We have Basketball Wives Tammy Roman, have Heather Feather and Tiffany Banks from the TLC TV series from last season, Big Sexy. We have Takara Jones from, everybody knows her from America's Next Top Model.
Right.
We also have Lamont Rucker from Meet the Browns and from Tyler Perry movie Why Did I Get Married? Everybody.
And a lot of the ladies are going to be excited to see him.
Oh, yes. On Sunday morning when we have our Zumba, we have Darren Henson, who is the actor from Soul Food, the television show, as well as the movie Stomp the Yard. He's actually going to be doing the instructing. Lamont Rucker will be doing the hosting. And we felt what better way to get women up in the morning to do some Zumba.
Exactly. So,
and then we also have our lead host for the whole weekend, Chelsea Settle from MTV. She has her own show. She's had her issues with, dealing with weight issues, and she's come down, and she's going to be sharing some of her experiences and doing a lot of photo ops. We also have Kayla Humphreys, who will be on our panel discussion talking about the modeling industry. And we also, we can't leave out comedy because laughter is good for the soul. And we have G.L. Douglas and talent to shed some humor for us as we get entertained later in the evening by the songstresses and the balladeers.
And I got to say, you have the most impressive lineup of any plus-size event that I've ever been aware of. That's a big accomplishment to have all of these mainstream people participating.
Well, what we found is there's a lot of misnomers out there about people not wanting to associate themselves with the plus-size community, and that's really a faux pas because we are everywhere. We're the majority. 68% of women are full-size in this country, and everybody has somebody full-size in their family. You can't escape it. It's a mainstay, and it's not going anywhere. And especially in the African-American community, most of our members of our family are of a fuller-size nature. And so, a lot of these artists, they have mothers, sisters, brothers who share that same, body structure. So They don't have a problem associating themselves with the fuller-size community. And so we wanted to show that we have support. We just need to reach out to them.
Right. Now, to put on this event, you got to have some great sponsors as well. Tell me the sponsors that are a part of this event.
Well, we have Sonsi. There's Queen Grace, Ijiji. I'm trying to think of all of them. Swimsuits for All, Fashion to Figure, PLUS for Us, which has been a very great sponsor of ours. And Madison PLUS is our leading sponsor. She's our media sponsor. And there's so many others that we have.
And let's talk about the schedule of events. You have a great lineup of celebrity guests. You got great sponsors. So what is the schedule going to look like?
Well, we have on Friday evening, we're going to have our welcoming reception where you come in on our opening night, and we're treating everybody special because the full-size community just doesn't get that. And we're going to welcome everybody with a signature drink, and then we'll have some light fare, and then the VIPs, of course, will get a full-course meal, and that will make way for the Top Designer Runway Show, which is going to be very exciting. Susan Moses is our producer of the runway show, and from what I hear, she has some dynamic pieces to be shown. She's gotten designers to put garments in our show that have never been put in any other show because they are really excited about the caliber of show that this is going to be. And so after the runway show, we're going to be at the exclusive One Atlantic, which is in the Caesar Pier Shops. It's surrounded by the ocean. It's exquisite.
Yeah, I've never been to Atlantic City, but from what I hear, this venue that you have is a big deal.
It is. It's very exclusive. We're very happy to be there to represent them. They're happy to have us there, and it's going to be very exciting, and that's where we're going to have Tank and Music Soul Child to perform, and Tammy Roman will be hosting that event. Then it's coming around to the next day where we will have our breakfast, and we're going to have a series of vendors to have shopping. Some of the vendors will be Baby Fat, Jockey. It's so many, I can't even think. But at any rate, we want to offer the full-size community women a chance to shop and have everything right there for them, where they don't have to, go out and travel because, with us, we can't find everything in one store. We have to go over here to get our shoes. We have to go over here, to get our dresses. But at this particular function, we're going to have, quite a few vendors for them to partake of, and then we'll have lunch. And then we'll, go take a break and get ready for the evening's entertainment, where we will have Eric Benet, Melanie Fiona, as I mentioned before. And like I said previously, we'll be having the Swimway Lingerie runway show with Miguel performing on the runway, which everybody's looking forward to, and so am I. It's going to be very exciting. And then again, Sunday, we have our Zumba with our host that I mentioned before. And then we're going to have our statewide model search where we pick the next face of New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week for 2013, which will be hosted by Takara. Now I'm out of breath.
Oh, you said a mouthful. It sounds like it's going to be jam-packed fun.
It's going to be nonstop. We wanted it to be entertaining but not overwhelming, something different, a little out of the box so that people can enjoy themselves, mixing fashion, once again, with music, which makes for a great experience.
Now, I know you didn't put this event on alone. You have some partners and key people that helped you put this together. Tell us about some of the people on your staff.
Well, there's 4 founders, and we have a staff of actually 15 individuals that help us out. We have our promotion and advertising team. We have our own hair and makeup staff. We have our own executive staff. We have our own CTO technical staff and promotion staff. And then we have, our PR firm that helped us out, which was Wunderlich Inc., which is headed by Gwen Wunderlich. And they have really just been great with us. And we also have Swank Productions, which is in line with us as well, to make sure that the event looks spectacular.
Now, are tickets still available to purchase, and can they also be purchased at the door?
Yes, we're going to be having tickets at the event each day if individuals want to come, and they can still purchase tickets online at www.njffweek.com.
Now, this event is, extra fabulous, and it's a lot of things going on. And the name of this event is, similar to another event. Why did you choose to have a name that was similar instead of creating something more original to stand apart?
Well, there were so many fashion weeks, and we didn't think that our name was anything different than any other. When you think of Milan Fashion Week, you have New York Fashion Week, you have Mercedes Fashion Week. We now have a New Jersey Fashion Week. There's a Philadelphia Full Figure Fashion Week. There's a Orlando Full Figure Fashion Week. There's an Atlanta. I mean, the list just goes on and on. So we said, well, why not have a New Jersey Full Figured Fashion Week? Let's all come together and just deliver beautiful fashion from the state that we represent.
And so you think the more events, the better, regardless of the name. The name is not even the main thing.
No, it's not, because, no one person can have a monopoly on anything. Bill Gates can't do it. There's enough women out here. The full-size community needs events like this to go to support one another. We need this. We need to come together. We need to have the unity. We need to have the support of one another. I need to uplift Philadelphia. Philadelphia should uplift me. Orlando should uplift Montana. Montana should uplift Chicago. I mean, people make the world go round, and unity is what brings it together. And so if the smaller size fashion weeks can come together and do things, why not the full-figured fashion weeks? I just can't wrap my head around that mentality that it should just be one. I don't hear anything about Mercedes and Milan having differences, or New Jersey or New York, New Jersey Fashion Week or New York Fashion Week. We're all in it for the same purpose and the same goal, and that's to uplift and empower full-figured women to do positive things in the realm of fashion. And if that is indeed our goal, then that's what it should be.
Do you think business-wise the names can confuse consumers and sponsors, or do you think everybody's smarter than that?
Well, again, we already have a precursor before us. It doesn't matter the size. Again, if you look at Mercedes Fashion Week, they have a slew of sponsors. When we look at New York Fashion Week, which is in the same state, mind you, they have a slew of sponsors too. I don't see any of them getting misconstrued or any misconceptions or confused. New Jersey has a slew of sponsors as well. I don't see Mercedes coming to them, knocking on their door. It's a wonderful experience to be had, and it should be the same way for everyone.
So you support everyone in the PLUS community, and you support all events.
Yes, we went down to Philly. We walked their runway. We extended invitation to ours. We support everyone because that's what we're about. Mm-hmm. We can't control anyone else, but we can control what we do, and we're all about unity and support from day one, and we will continue to be.
Well, that sounds absolutely fabulous, and I think you have a really good thing going in New Jersey. Now, I know the event is coming up this weekend, right?
Yes, it is.
And is this, I know this is the focus of everything right now, but do you have anything else coming up that we can be on the lookout for? Or right now, that's like a question that you can't even get close to answering.
I don't even think I can wrap my head around anything else right now, although we do have some things coming up in the later part of the year, something probably in July or August. But right now we're just focusing on this. But I will tell you, when it does come up, I would love to come back on your show and talk about it.
Yes, I would love for you to do that, and you definitely have my support.
I appreciate that, and you have ours as well.
And I know the official website for New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week is njffw.com, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
How do we find out about your other events and other activities? What website would that be on?
That would be on nfiniteform.com, and that's NFINITEFORM.com. Right now, that particular website, if you pull it up, it's going to direct you back to the New Jersey Full Figured Fashion Week website. But once the event is over, that regular website will be back up, and it will list all of our events as well as our online magazine.
And are you on Twitter and Facebook as well?
Yes, we are, as Nfinite Form and as New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week.
And also, we should point out, for those on Twitter, you have a hashtag for the event so we can follow everything that's going on.
Yes, and you'd have to go on there to get it because I don't remember what it is.
I think it's just NJFFFW.
Yeah.
So I'll be following that hashtag next weekend and read all of the tweets, and I'll be looking for the pictures, and I'm wishing you much success. Any final words, anything that I didn't get to touch on that you want to express?
We hope everybody will come out and have a good time because that's what it's all about. And, let's just start to support one another because at the end of the day, it's how we feel as a group. This is a movement, and if it is a movement, then we all need to come together and do the right thing by it.
I agree. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I didn't find out about this event in enough time, but I definitely plan on coming to one of your future events and participating. So
okay, because I was wondering, why aren't you coming now?
Well, because I didn't find out in enough time. It costs money to get out there. If you send me a plane ticket, I'll be there.
Okay, well, then we will be talking because we have to have you there.
All right. Well, definitely keep in touch and continue success.
All right, Chenese. Take care, honey.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you to all of my fabulous guests this evening. Tune in next week, and we'll have more PLUS industry professionals with stories to not only inspire you, but to keep you connected with the curvy community. If you're interested in advertising on our show or being a guest, visit the website at plusmodelradio.com. And if you haven't already, don't forget to join our fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/plusmodelradio. I've been your host this evening, Chenese Lewis. Thank you for tuning in and supporting. And until next time, keep thriving in your curves and be blessed.